You know what? 2 years ago, I did a video, Take My Sorry Ass Back to Africa. 2 years later, once again, if you ain't got a ticket to ship my ass out, shut the fuck up. Thank you for watching me on YouTube. Once again, to all my subscribers, all my friends, and the many supporters who are watching me on YouTube. Without your support, I wouldn't be doing this. And to all my critics, here's the first thing I want to get off my chest. They want to call me a racist. That's funny. That is absolutely funny. Because I don't harbor any bigoted views towards anyone of race, gender, sexuality, or nationality. However, I do have this one feeling about this nostalgic belief that people who are quote-unquote God's chosen people think that they're superior to those who are not like them. Right now, my fellow people across the country are upset with this issue down in Arizona, the illegal immigration issue. You know, there's millions of people who migrate to the United States legally and illegally. Over in Arizona, former Governor Janet Napolitano was a Democrat. She became the Homeland Security Chief. Now we got a Republican by the name of Jan Brewer. Jan Brewer signed this law. Now Hispanics and Latinos and people from Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, Panama, anywhere from the South, basically they're upset with it because they fear that this may lead to racial profiling. President Barack Obama and Mexican President Felipe Calderon have condemned this. Conservative talk radio, the Fox News, Matt Drudge, Michelle Malkin types are all screaming up in arms saying that this is about protecting our borders. This is about states' rights. This is about securing our freedom. The president is weak. The president is failing us. You know, this has been chanted ever since the conservative talk show host Rush Limbaugh said, I hope he fails. This comprehensive healthcare reform thing has done passed. Now we're into immigration reform. It bumps off the jobs, which is the most important thing for all Americans and those who are migrant workers. Still, there are so many people out there who are so bigoted in their views. They don't care what you got to say. They want to throw around, you're a racist, you're a racist, you're a racist all around the place because they don't agree with the opinion that is expressed from people like me. Middle of the road. A person who leans to the left on certain things, or a person who stays in the center for most things. But however, with this economy being so bad, you hear a lot of the conservative chatter thinking that President Obama will be a one-term president. You know, this is the one thing that I understand about how Republicans think. Just about 14% of the Republican Party supports President Obama. These are the people with brains, at least. Most of the conservatives, which is like the 90% of the Republican Party itself, they're the ones who want to run around with the birth certificates, calling all the blacks and Hispanics and anybody who voted for President Obama racist because they threw their support to the biracial man who has a Harvard Law degree, who has a beautiful wife, 2 lovely children, and a vice president who knows a little bit about slang. However, we got clowns on the right always blaming America for President Obama's failures. And then you got people who do all this stuff to just demean people like me because I post videos on YouTube, once again with all the support. And of course, those losers who want to say everything about me and those who agree with me. Well, I tell you what. Arizona was a state in 1948, correct? New Mexico and Arizona were once part of Mexico, right? I just want y'all to understand that illegal immigration started in the 13th century. So don't go around here saying that you want your country back. This is our country. This is the country of 305 plus million people. You can't go around here saying you want your country back. What kind of days do you want our country to be back into? I know you ain't talking about Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan's long gone. Get over the Ronald Reagan era. It's time to put a new face into this administration. It's Barack Obama. Get over it. The Republican Party has no blacks, no Hispanics, no Asians. Well, I'm sorry. They got Joe Cow. The Republican Party has no ideas. They just throwing around the no. And then they want to take back Congress. This election The midterm election is a wake-up call for Republicans and Democrats alike. You gotta understand in these peanut head-sized brains of yours that we as a people got angry because of the conservatives and the liberals and the moderates. The moderates are taking sides. And this anti-incumbent behavior affects not only the Democratic Party, which is in power, but the Republican Party that is screwing us all up, trying to send us back to the Stone Age. Now, I don't care what your opinion of me is. It's just how it is. So you can go around with your flags, your patriotism, and your words, freedom, liberty, and you want to call everybody socialist or racist or Marxist or whatever you want to call it. But you know what? If you want to take my sorry ass back to Africa and you ain't got the money to send me back one way, shut the fuck up. To all my Mexicans and all my Guatemalans, all my Belizean, Honduras, all the people from the Nicaragua, those from Jamaica, Cuba, from the Martinique, everybody from the Cayman Islands, all the way to Bermuda, Colombia, Guyana, we got it all. You know what? You got my support. We're not going to allow racial profiling in our country. It's bad enough blacks and Hispanics get profiled by people who are police enforcement officers, but it's getting worse. And I want you to understand, this is not just a black and white issue. This is an American issue, and we got to fight. We got to fight and tell the Republican Party and the Democratic Party that we are angry. We want to make our country go in the right direction. Whether you voted for Obama or not, let's hold this man accountable and let's get comprehensive immigration reform passed.